Okay beauties, we're here for the next leg of this tour as we head from Drobeta across to Craiova, and about a 47 nautical mile flight heading sort of in a southeastwards direction here in Romania. So nice-ish day, winds are reasonable, well they're quite strong actually. Right, let's get this flight underway. Right, so we're already on the runway because there's no parking spots here. Let's get ourselves underway then. Let's see, already we've got a bit of wind bring us to the side. So we've got, as I say, a pretty healthy tailwind, so this should certainly make this sector go quite quickly. I mean, our ground speed is nearly 80 knots, and on our thing there we're barely doing 55. You can see the wind still turning us round, so I'll have to go back to the cockpit in a minute, because unfortunately I can't control the plane from this view, which is a bit annoying. Get back on course. Our ground speed is 90 knots, brilliant, with a healthy 23, oh, it's sort of a, well, it's not a complete tailwind, it's certainly in a favourable direction though. As you can see, we've left the mountains behind us, which we had on the last sector. Things have flattened out, oh good. Things have, you have to concentrate flying this plane, you can't just let it do its own thing. Obviously with no autopilot. Yeah, it's flattened out, as I say, for this sector after we cross some mountains. There's certainly more mountains to come as we cross Turkey, I think, especially. It's going to be quite mountainous. And then really, once we get into the Arabian Peninsula, it's going to be pretty much flat away, but flatter. Obviously there's some mountains around in Oman. So yeah, Turkey's going to be an interesting one because it, judging by my little nav map thing that shows you the sort of, I guess, well, ground height, there's a lot of, yeah, basically a lot of mountains ahead. So it'll be interesting to see how well we can cope with that, because obviously I can't climb too high on this thing. So it may be a case of picking our way through valleys and everything up. Or, you know, sort of try and... We'll find a way. I'm sure it can be done. Almost a ground speed of, come on, one more knot. You're obviously not going to see this because I'm looking at it on little nav map. Now let's drop it down again now. Becoming a bit more of a crosswind component now. Oh yeah, we just touched 100 knots ground speed. How about that? Oh, see, trouble is, I'm trying to fly this whilst looking at stuff on my phone at the same time. And if I take my eyes off the screen for just 1 second, I mean, I tell you what, I'll be looking at the screen, and the plane will be, you know, reasonably, you know, like this. And I look away for 1 second, and it goes like that. Oh dear. Remember what I was trying to look up now? No. There is actually an autopilot for this thing. I don't know how well it works. I've never used it. Seems a bit wrong in a Tiger Moth, doesn't it? I have literally no idea if that's a real life thing. I suppose technically you could install one. Obviously it doesn't come as standard. I don't know if you'll need to Google that. Autopilot in a Tiger Moth. Yes, a Tiger Moth does not have a standard autopilot system. No, really? You reckon? Yeah, there's as far as I'm aware, there's no real life autopilots in a Tiger Moth. I mean, what would be the point, right? I tell you what, I'm really getting chucked around quite a lot up here. A gusty wind. Yes, the wind's gusting a bit at the moment. 16 up to 23 all of a sudden. That's why you're seeing these sudden jolts. Try and get an external view. Spin around a bit. Actually, no, let's do it from this side. We had the other side last time. There we go. There, we just saw that gust catch us there. And we're now... Hey, there we go. It's a lot of fun to fly this aircraft. I thoroughly recommend it. Something a little bit different from your typical Boeings and Airbuses, isn't it? This wind is playing havoc with us today. Not got too much further to go actually. You should start to see is it Craiova? Craiova? Craiova. If you're watching this in Romanian, once you finish laughing at my pronunciation attempts, please feel free to tell me how you should pronounce the place. I've been to Romania in real life, Bucharest, I have a very good friend who lives there, and went to visit him, had a lot of fun, great place to visit. So, beginning our descent down now. There's supposed to be a huge city here somewhere, but that's a huge city, sizable city, town, no, city. I don't know what the population of Craiova is. I feel the need to tell you. Maybe let me just straighten the plane up a minute. If this thing flies level, it would be a miracle. City in Romania has a population of... Just tell me the population, damn it. So give me every statistic but a population. Brilliant. Demographics, here we go. 234,000 as of 2021. So yeah, sizable place. And there it is. In fact, I'll just turn this way a little bit, you'll see more of it. And there it is. Just in front of us. The airfield on the far side, or the airfield we're landing, far side of the city. There is actually another one just off to our right there somewhere. We're not landing there, we're landing at the other one. I'm using my old flight stick, and of course I've still got my yoke set up, so I have to sit a little bit further back so that the yoke doesn't get in the way of the flight stick which I've got on my lap, which makes I just didn't feel right trying to fly a Tiger Moth with a yoke. Obviously I could do, but as I say, it just felt wrong. So this is Craiova. Again, I've probably murdered the pronunciation. Other airfield, as I said, is just off to the right there somewhere. The one we're landing at is supposedly, I think I can just see it there actually. Is that it just over there? I reckon that's it. We're going to circle round to land. So I think we have the runway in sight. It looks like it's a runway, put it that way. So we get a nice flyover of the city for you. It's not photogrammetry, obviously. So at least you get a rough idea of what it looks like. The layout and everything. And yeah, as you can see, it is a sizable city. There's our destination. We're just obviously going to circle round to land. I better switch Sky Dolly on, so you'll have a replay to watch. And yeah, we're just going to circle round to land. Interestingly, little nav map says the runway surface is soft, but as you can see, it's tarmac. It's certainly not soft. We start to lose a bit of altitude and speed now as we fly the downwind leg left of the field, and then returning base. And then on to final. Laid it down the runway. Oh, let's kill that power. Some wind that's keeping us aloft. Oh, big bounce. Down we come. There we go. Yeah, that wind was always going to play, make life interesting. You see that it's just, yeah, even at low taxi speeds you still get shunted around quite a bit. Tricky customer to land smoothly, this aircraft. It's a lot of fun though, I do like it. It's half the challenge really, isn't it? Be much fun if it's too easy all the time. So we have arrived in Craiova. We should just taxi on and park. Where should we park? Just by this hangar here. Let's taxi around to the side. I don't see any parking spaces here. That's all right. Let's just stick it on the grass here. There we go. That'll do. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. There we go. Perfect. Power off. Let's get that. End that flight there. So you can see the wind was making life interesting for us. A little bit on the breezy side. Now you see, we because of the wind, we did float it out quite a bit. Not the tidiest landing I've ever done in this thing, but certainly not the worst either. So there we go, down we go. All of a sudden it will balloon up. There we go, see, balloons up. And then another little bounce. And then down. You can hear the wind gusting around. See us coming in, coming in. Little balloon. And then we settle it down, bounce up a bit, down again. And there we go. As I say, not the tidiest landing ever, but we're interested to see what the landing rate on Valenta was. And we'll go and check that out now for you. So yeah, a nice little 34-minute flight. This one we departed out from Drobeta and headed, as I said, southeastwards and over the city of Craiova, and then circled around to land in breezy conditions with a reasonable touchdown rate, at least, of 70. So that's another one in the logbook. Next leg takes us over the border into, well, I guess this must be Bulgaria, right? Come on, geography, don't fail me now. Yeah, that's Bulgaria. So yeah, our next leg takes us just over the border into Bulgaria, and then we sort of head down, I think, towards the Black Sea coast, and then we'll be down through into Turkey thereafter. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. For now.